Welcome back to the Lorcana Academy.
This is our second matchup in the double sealed tournament that we've put on, where we've combined our previous two sealed pools together to create one super deck, but restricted ourselves to only using 3 colors of ink at most in that deck.
And if this is the kind of thing that looks like fun to you, you can head on over to our sponsor, Coolstuffinc.com, where you can buy the singles or a sealed product that you need to do something like this. Just make sure to use the code ACADEMY at checkout for 5% off your order so they know that we sent you.
Today we have a matchup between fan favorite deans of Lorcana Academy, Airball and Veggiewagonyee.
The sweatiest of the deans.
Yes. Also, sometimes we play all right.
No, we don't.
Nope. Let's get in the game. I'm Veggiewagonyee, and I'm going to be playing a weird little pile of Amber, Amethyst, and Steel. I pulled 2 Arthurs, so I'm going to try and get stuff to come into play and give me value and then return it back and do a little cycle like that. I think it'll work.
I'm Airball, and we're going to have a great time because I also built a Ruby, Amethyst, Steel deck, and I built it to be as grindy as I possibly could. There's a lot of little actions, card draw. We both might deck before the night's over.
Nothing would make me happier.
So you goes first.
Mm-hmm.
17. Oh,
every time.
All right.
I'm just altering 2.
All right. I'm going to put back a Disciplined 3.
Ready to go?
Whenever you are.
I'm going to ink this Mulan and pass.
I'm going to ink this Pacha and pass.
I'm gonna ink this Magic Broom and pay 2 for Snow White, and I will pass to you. She would have removed damage, but there's no damage.
I'm going to ink this Prince Naveen, and we're gonna pay 2 for the Huntsman. 1/1 quest for 2. When he quests, you can loot. And pass to you.
I'm gonna ink King Louis.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I'm gonna pay 2 for Pinocchio. When you play this character, you can exert a chosen opposing character.
All right.
And then, boom, he's out of here.
He's been hunted.
Mm-hmm. I'll pass to you.
I'm going to ink this Raya, and we're going to pay 3 for the Prince. He's a bodyguard. Would have been great a turn ago.
Ooh.
Quests for 2, 1/3, and has resist 1.
All right.
Pass.
I'm going to ink Chip the Teacup, and I think it's time for the greatest of all time. I'm gonna play
I already know what's coming.
the GOAT.
Yeah.
Merlin Goat. When I play, I gain a lore, and also when it leaves, I will gain a lore.
Uh-huh.
And I don't see a reason to not quest with Snow White. So I will gain 1 more lore, but Pinocchio is free for Prince, so I will leave that up and pass.
Man, that goat is really annoying.
I feel like most goats are pretty annoying.
It's kind of their thing, right? I'm going to ink this Lawrence, and I'm going to answer with my own goat, except it's a rabbit. Oh. And this is the Merlin that when he enters the battlefield or leaves the battlefield, I get to draw a card, so we'll do that. I think the Prince just has to stay home, so we'll pass. Flavor text is outstanding. The bad hair day.
Yes. I think I'm going to start with Jiminy Cricket. 1/2 evasive, and when I play him, if I have a character named Pinocchio, I get to draw a card. I'm going to ink Beast and pay 3 for my own Lawrence. If he has no damage, gets +4 strength. I will quest for 1, and I think now Snow White dies to Merlin, so I'll pass.
I'm going to have Merlin sing Let the Storm Rage On, and we're going to deal 2 damage to Lawrence.
Fair enough. And now depowered.
And I will draw a card, and I'll ink this Dr. Facilier and pay 5 for Winnie the Pooh.
Hey.
5/5 quest for 2. And we're going on a mission for 2.
Okay.
Pass.
It's a chunky bear.
He does look really chunky. I think that's actually like a beehive underneath him. I think his legs actually end up there.
I've never actually seen a bear before, so I don't know.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah. I am going to have Merlin take out the Prince.
Okay.
I don't think I have a good way to deal with other Merlin. I'd have to like 2 for 1 myself, and you draw. That's pretty good. I think instead I'm just gonna pay 5 for Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Turns out I have seen a bear before. It was in my hand. I will quest with this evasive Jiminy Cricket, and I think that's my turn.
We're going to go ahead and play the Queen of Hearts. She is a 4/3 quest for 1, but more importantly, whenever one of your characters challenges another character, I may draw a card. That's pretty gas. There's 2 of them in there.
Oh.
Merlin is going to fight Merlin for some rabbit on goat violence. They'll trade. That'll trigger the queen. I'll draw. And then Merlin's going to leave play, and I'll draw again. And I'm going to ink this Benja and say go.
I think I'm just gonna pay 5 for Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
It turns out I have seen a bear before. It was in my hand.
It really was.
Yeah.
You couldn't see it behind the other one though.
Right. They always walk single file to disguise their numbers. Wrong Disney. You don't know what I'm talking about. Wrong Disney shit. I'm going to quest with Jiminy Cricket, and I think that's it for me. I will pass. There's a Star Wars quote. That is how far.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
we're down the rabbit hole. Yeah.
The goat hole.
I hope not.
That sounds much worse.
I think we'll get demonetized for that. All right, this seems too good not to do. We're gonna pay 4 for Peter Pan's Shadow. It is a 2/3 evasive with rush. Gives all my other rush creatures evasive as well. We're gonna go straight to town. He's going to challenge Jiminy Cricket. That's gonna trigger the Queen of Hearts, and we'll put 1 point of damage on Peter Pan.
Your evasive character is not so safe after this new set.
No, speaking of, here's Blue Fairy as well. She's just straight up evasive. And when I play a Floodborn character, I get to draw a card. I think that's it. I'll pass.
I think I'm just gonna pay 2 for, well, it's Merlin. It's Squirrelin. I'm gonna look at the top card of my deck and put it either on the top or the bottom, and I get to do that when he leaves play as well.
Is that top or bottom?
That is bottom. It's not a bad card, but there are already 3 of it on the board.
They do move in Hertz.
It's like, wait, I put 3 of this in here? What am I gonna do here? I can't keep feeding you cards. At least it's only 3.
It's 3, yeah.
Yeah, I know I got answers in here. I will just pass.
All right, well, we're just gonna go to quest for those 3 points of lore. And I'm going to pay 4 to put Beast into play. And when he enters, he's going to deal 1 point to Pinocchio. Don't want to let you dig more with that Merlin. And yeah, we're just gonna pass.
You're a good card, but I need you to do better.
Sound like my parents.
I'm gonna just pay 5 for Rapunzel, not another Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
So now when I remove damage from my characters, I draw a card. And that's my turn. I'll pass.
All right. Well, 3 more points of lore. And you know what? Here's another 2. Going to pay 2 for Jafar. 3/2 quests for 1 on my turn. He's evasive, but not otherwise. And 4 for Namari. She's a 2/4 bodyguard. She's coming in ready though. And she has the ability that she can challenge ready players.
Come on.
So that's a pretty good combo. I'll pass to you.
All right. Well, I don't have any options now, so might as well start swinging. All right. I will trade a Winnie the Pooh for a Winnie the Pooh.
There's so much less poo on the board now.
Well, there's still some poo on the bottom.
Gross.
I'm going to ink this Elsa. And I'm going to pay 6 for Snow White. Quest for 2, and when she does that, I also return a character from my discard to my hand. I still think I just got to hope for something that takes care of this better. I am going to pass.
All right. 1, 2, 3. And Namari is going to fight Snow White.
Okay. You'll get 2 damage there.
She will. We're also going to draw a card from Queen of Hearts. Just going to pay 3 straight up for the most diabolical scheme. I can trade one of my villains for one of your characters.
Oh.
We're going to trade Namari, I think. because she wasn't going to live much longer anyway.
Right, for
We're gonna-
Merlin, okay.
If by Merlin you mean Snow White, then
Yeah.
yes. And I think 3 is a good number for Arthur.
Yeah.
So when he quests, I can return a character to my hand for 2 lore, and I think that's gonna do it. So we'll pass.
I have 2 of those. Where are mine?
They're under all the poo.
No, they're right here when I
okay.
don't want them.
Perfect.
I don't think I have any way to stop you from any of this. Do you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah.
8, 9 with Arthur.
And 9 with Arthur. All right, yeah, that's game 1.
Okay.
I'm altering 5 cards.
All right. I'm gonna ship 4, so still kind of even. All right. Take it away.
I'm going to ink Lawrence first
Scary.
and pay 1 for Chip the Teacup and pass.
I'm gonna ink one of my grindier cards. We're gonna ink the weight set and then pass.
I think I've got to ink Merlin, the GOAT. He did not get me there last game, so instead we're going to see if Pinocchio Star Attraction can get me there. Yeah, this is a 2 cost that quest for 3. Chip is going to start us off and put me to 1, and I'll pass. He's really only in there for Jiminy Cricket synergy, you know?
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna ink Mother Gothel, and we're gonna pay 2 for Cinderella. And now we will draw. When you play it, draw and discard. I may regret this, but I'm going to discard the most diabolical scheme. And it's you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Who needs a top end? I'm going to ink Li Shang.
All right.
I'm going to pay 2 for Pinocchio.
Oh my god.
Not that one, though. We're going to exert Cinderella and then
Fair.
have Chip challenge. And I'm going to get in for 3.
Uh-huh.
I'll pass.
I, too, will ink a Lawrence. And here is Raya. 2/3 on my turn. When she banishes another character in a challenge, she readies up, but she can't quest after that. And pass to you.
I'm going to ink Grand Duke. I'm going to quest with Pinocchio.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pay 2 for Madame Mim.
Ah.
Yeah. When I play her, I banish her or return another character to my hand. And I feel like at this point, let's put him back on the board.
Oh, you had another one?
Yeah, right?
Wow.
3 Pinocchios.
I'm seeing double. 4 Pinocchios.
I will pass the turn.
First things first, I'm going to ink Jafar. And we're going to pay 4 for the Beast. And we're going to deal 1 to
It
Pinocchio the Third.
Finally his time.
Just pass.
I'm going to ink Cinderella. I'm going to pay 2 for Mouse Armor, which can give one of my characters resist 1 until the start of my next turn. I'm going to quest with Madame Mim. And then I'm going to give her resist 1. With that, I will pass.
I'm going to ink this Pacha. And you know her. You love her. Queen of Hearts is here.
No.
And yeah, we know what she does pretty well. And both of these are going to hit Madame Mim. They're going to take a beating, but I'm also going to draw 2 cards. So away goes Raya. And then it's going to be you.
I'm going to ink Winnie the Pooh. I wish I had more of them, but, you know. I'm going to have Pinocchio challenge Beast.
Sure.
And then I'm going to pay 6 for Snow White, and you are not going to deal with her at all this time.
I would never.
I'm going to give her resist 1 for the round and pass to you.
Well, you may have run out of poo, but I haven't. And now he'll always be with us in my inkwell. And then we'll pay 6 for Raya's bigger, badder self. She's a 5/3 quest for 2, and when she challenges a damaged character, she takes no damage in the challenge.
I am going to quest with Snow White.
Okay.
She's not resistant anymore. For 2. I'm going to return Madame Mim.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 2 for Madame Mim, because I really cannot have Snow White get banished right now. Yeah, I'm also going to pay 3 for Magic Broom. It'll give I guess Madam Mim resist 1 until the start of my next turn. I don't think it'll matter that much, but might as well. I'll also use Mouse Armor to do the same to the Magic Broom, just in case you got a little Pingin' Beast in there.
Or, a card that can challenge untapped characters.
There's that, yeah. And then I will pass.
I have all this poo and nothing to do with it. So we're gonna turn it into ink, which is gross in its own way. And pay 4 for Peter Pan Shadow. He's back. And that's gonna do it for the turn.
All right, I'll pay 6. I'll replay Snow White.
Yep.
I will use Mouse Armor. I will give her resist 1. And that is my turn.
Peter Pan is questing for 2. We're finally on the board. And let's just continue getting on the board. I'm going to play Mulan, 4/3 rush, and therefore evasive. 2 more for Mother Gothel. She ETBs with 3 damage on her, and that'll do it.
Quest with Snow White. I'm going to return Pinocchio Talkative Puppet to my hand. I'll pay 2, play Pinocchio. I would like to exert Queen of Hearts.
Sure.
That'll give me the opportunity to trade her with Madam Mim.
That must feel good.
Thank God. Use Mouse Armor to give Snow White resist to at least make it kind of awkward for you to have to do that. Ink Snow White. And pay 5 to put poo on the board.
Just laying it all out.
I will pass the turn.
I'm glad we ended up with the poo decks. I feel like if it were NerdGirl or Zvex, we would not have gotten nearly the value. Mulan and Peter Pan Shadow are both going to quest. We're going to go up to 5. And Mother Gothel is going to blow herself up. And before you put the damage on, Raya is also
Gets
going to...
Gets it for free.
Yep. We're going to pay 4 for Dr. Facilier, 4/2 evasive, and pass to you.
Magic Broom is going to challenge Raya.
Okay, that's 2 points.
2 points, and you don't have to worry about that one.
Oh.
Because I'm going to pay 4 for Beast to ping for 1 more damage.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just going to quest with Winnie the Pooh and give him some resistance. I'll pass.
I feel like you're just going to get there ahead of me if I don't do this. So I feel like I just need to leave it all out there and just go. That means I have to ink this Cinderella.
Oh!
Which I don't want to do. But I need the 8th ink because we're going to play Namari, untapped. She can challenge untapped creatures or ready creatures, and we're going to also play Merlin, the goat. Gain 1, and then gain a further 4 by questing with the rest of the team. And I'm hellbent. Pass to you.
Quest with Beast, Winnie the Pooh, and then I'm going to pay 3 for the Prince. Yeah, but he quests for 2.
He sure does.
So I think I just leave him that way because Namari can't deal with him. You can kill this, but this is a win.
Well, I can kill Pinocchio.
No, you can't because you have to kill here. This still has bodyguard.
But it has to be exerted.
An opposing character who challenges one of your characters must choose a bodyguard if able.
Oh, that's clever.
Yes.
Okay, I did not consider that.
I'm going to use Mouse Armor to give the Prince an additional resist 1 and pass to you.
All right. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's not going to do it.
Okay.
All right, I'm shipping 4.
Yeah, I think I gotta send 2 back.
All right, ready to go?
Let's go.
All right, I am going to say bye, Felicia, turn it into ink, and pass.
Classic start. We're gonna ink Winnie the Pooh. And pass.
All right, I'm gonna say bye, Felicia. Turn her into ink.
The kids don't say that anymore.
They don't? I say it. Actually, I think
that's
why. I'm gonna pay 2 for the blue fairy. It's a 1/1 evasive, and when I play a Floodborn creature, I draw a card. Pass.
I'm gonna ink Grand Duke and pay 2 for Snow White and pass to you.
I am going to ink this weight set, which I thought would be much better than it has been, but I just have not had the time to play it. And then we're gonna pay 3 for Fidget. It's a 3/2 evasive, and we're gonna quest for 1 and pass.
Going to ink Winnie the Pooh.
One of us is going to go to the final against NerdGirl with a Winnie the Pooh deck, and I insist that we make the Pooh joke every single time.
Yes. And I've finally done it. Pay 3 for Arthur.
Oh, he's here.
He's here. When he quests, I can return another character of mine to my hand to gain 2 lore. I don't think you're trading any of these for Snow White, so I will quest for 1. Pass to you.
I'm going to throw away a fidget. And we're going to pay 4 for the goat. Except not the goat. I'm going to draw a card. And we're going to quest for 2. Pass.
Ink Cinderella. I'm going to pay 4 for Beast.
Okay.
To deal 1 damage to Blue Fairy.
Makes sense.
I'm going to have Arthur sing. Let the Storm Rage on. I will deal 2 damage to Fidget and draw a card.
That's pretty good.
Snow White will quest. And I'll pass to you.
I'm going to ink Dr. Facilier. And we're going to pay 4 to put Namari into play Exerted as a bodyguard. And Merlin's going on a quest. And that's it.
Beast is going to challenge Namari.
Okay.
And Snow White is going to challenge Namari.
Okay.
Pay 2 for Snow White.
Okay.
And I'm going to remove 2 damage from Beast. Pay 2 for Squirrelin. I'm going to look at the top card. I'll put that on the bottom. I'm going to have Arthur quest. Game 1 lore. I'm going to return Merlin to my hand. Look at the top card again. I think I'll also put that on the bottom. And then I'm just going to make that Merlin into ink.
Okay.
Pass to you.
We're going to need to try to pull a rabbit out of our hat, but I have a card that's pretty good at pulling rabbits out of hats. We have the Queen of Hearts. She's back. And now Merlin is going to fight Snow White. Merlin will get 2 points of damage, and Queen of Hearts will trigger. Draw a card. And I'm going to turn this goat Merlin into ink. Pass to you.
Okay. We get to do the thing, so I'm not going to worry. I'm going to think it out too much. I'm going to play the goat.
Yep.
I'm going to gain a lore. I'm going to quest with Arthur, return Merlin, gain 2 from Arthur's ability and 1 more from Merlin. Ink, chip the teacup. I'm going to have Beast sing Strength of a Raging Fire and
Hopefully
deal
better than
3
that.
damage. I hope better than that. To Queen of Hearts. And Snow White is going to challenge Merlin.
Okay. I will draw from Merlin dying.
And I will pass to you.
Start by paying 2 for Cinderella. I'm going to draw and discard. I'm going to discard this Sorcerer's Spellbook because I feel like I need answers, not threats. And speaking of threats, we're going to ink Benja and pay 5 for some poo. And we'll pass to you.
I mean, it's just so good. Why don't I just do it again? I'm going to play Merlin, gain a lore, quest with Arthur, gain a lore, return Merlin, gain 3 more, pay 2 for Cinderella. I will draw and discard. I'll discard 𝚉𝙴𝙺. I don't think I need to worry about making my stuff evasive on my turn. And might as well keep turning things sideways.
Yeah.
I'm going to quest for 2 more. Pass to you.
All right. 15 is a dangerous number. I mean, I think we just need to go all out on offense here. Winnie's going to challenge Beast. Cinderella's going to challenge Arthur.
Okay.
And so is Peter Pan's Shadow. So he'll kill Arthur and take 1. That's going to do it.
Ink Eudora. I'm going to pay 4 to shift Snow White. I'm going to quest with this newly shifted Snow White to gain 2. I'm going to return Merlin to my hand.
That's Arthur. But,
I'm going to return Arthur to my hand and replay him. Cinderella's just going to trade with Winnie the Pooh.
Sure.
And I'll pass to you.
I can't deal with Arthur. And so I guess that just means I need to send the team over at Snow White. That's going to kill both of them. Here's 6 for Pacha. And show me a character and I'm dead.
You know him. You love him.
Oh, am I getting pooped on?
I wish.
Oh.
I wish. It is, in fact, the GOAT.
Oh, that's better.
I will gain 1. I will quest with Arthur, gain 1, return Merlin, and get another 3.
And I knew he was in your hand the whole time anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good games. That was awesome.
Game. Yeah, that was good.
Wow. I hate losing, and I hate losing to you even more, but I think that might have been the best match of Lorcana we've had on the channel.
Yeah, I certainly would not poo-poo it.
And if you want to get poo of your own, you can head on over to our sponsor, Coolstuffinc.com. You can buy all the poo you want for get 5% off of your poo with code Academy at checkout. Okay, Veggie, you get the honor of playing Nerd Girl in the final.
Yes, that's right. And I will earn that Winnie. We'll see you next time on
Lorcana Academy.
Lorcana Academy.